Welcome to the Blxxk Anime Podcast.
You see me dead, do you? Well then. Go on.
She all about that ass. That's like
I love Naruto. I grew up on Naruto. So like, it'll be crazy for me. Like, I just always compared anime to Naruto.
You are now tuned into the Blxxk Anime Podcast.
Not the same.
bro, that nigga was strong. He just got caught up by that thing.
Emma is Naruto.
Not the same, bro. Not even close.
I'm
Yo, they couldn't even kill him. I'm not.
And that's
You are now tuned in to the Blxxk Anime Podcast.
This is the end of the road. Afro Samurai.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It is Aaron, aka the Lost Homie, aka the Anime Anthology for Blxxk Anime Podcast. And if you're watching this live on YouTube, I'm very sorry that the intro did not work. I don't know how that happened. I did it right. I don't know what OBS did, but I did it right. That's what it matters. But today we are here with the new Blxxk Anime Spotlights. You already know Spotlights is where we interview Black-owned businesses, but we interview people who we believe in their product and we really love what they do, and we want to bring them on here to talk about them, let them talk about themselves, let them highlight themselves, because I mean, at the end of the day, they're doing great things. So today we got Marcus Francis from I11evn. I be calling it I11. Y'all didn't even hear. He just corrected me. That's what we got. And this is a brand that makes anime style clothing and stuff like that. But I don't know why I'm saying it when he's right here. Why am I doing it for him? So let's go ahead and bring him in. All right, what's good, my brother? So I kind of introduce you a little bit. Go ahead and you can go ahead and talk about yourself. Let the people know who you really is and everything.
How's it going? My name is Marcus Francis. I am the CEO and owner of I11evn Brand. We are a Black-owned anime clothing brand. We specialize in doing unique melanin-type clothing, and we also seek to motivate people in their everyday lives, dropping anime quotes every day and things of that nature.
Okay. I mean, y'all got some really nice stuff on the site. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got some really nice stuff on the site. For real. Like, I think none of my videos is working. That's crazy. Yo, I think this shit hates me. Anyway, but got some really nice stuff on the site. I was telling you before we started, I got the Boji shirt, and that Boji shirt is hard. I was actually I did a review ranking of kings with Panda from Worst Gen. And we was doing it. And before the show, we was looking at you because I was talking about her about what we was doing, and she was like, yeah. She said, "You gonna buy me one too?" I'm like, "I ain't buying you shit. You got your own bread." So, yeah, y'all got really great stuff out there, and I think more people need to take notice and everything like that, you know. So, but let's actually get into the interview. Let's get into it because I got a lot of questions. I said it to you. I got a lot of questions, and I'm trying to get through everything before. So first, let's talk about what was your inspiration for starting I11evn Brand.
My inspiration, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was with my line brothers. We were sitting around watching some dude just randomly popped up on YouTube, and he made like $500,000 overnight with his clothing brand. I was like, well, shoot, I'm broke. Let me try and do something like that. But I wanted to do it my way. So I was thinking, what do I like that would actually motivate me to do something to get me to that level? So I was like, well, I stuck with random like clothing. I had these clear masks, and then I got to the anime part, and that really took off. And so we stuck with anime, and I wanted to build on top of that, not just make anime clothing. I wanted to drop anime quotes all day. I wanted to try and do spotlights for people in the community, and so yeah, we stuck that route.
Okay. You say line brother. What fraternity you with?
Kappa Alpha Psi, the greatest fraternity in the world.
Why do I know? There's so many Kappas in the I think Worst Gen got like 3 of them. There's so many Kappas out here, man. But no, that's dope. That's really dope. I think. I mean, I feel like there is a vacuum for anime clothing. I mean, it's you either go from Uniqlo and like what like Crunchyroll got going on, which is always millions of dollars, to like people who are like smaller brands who are really, I mean, not just trying to make money, but also I mean, trying to spread it to different communities because a lot of times it's not in there. So I mean, we appreciate you guys like really, I mean, filling that gap. You know what I mean? We got the people that are doing anime do rags, anime bonnets, and I mean, people understanding the culture through it and everything. So nah, I really love what you're doing. So that's kind of inspiration, but I wanted to ask like, what would you or say is like 11's story? Like, what is this story? Because you talk about. I'm gonna merge two questions together. So you talk about like in your on your website, talk about how 11 has a meaning and everything like that, and all that, like the number 11 and everything, and also like you see I11evn. So like I mean, so like like a lot of trying to be multi-layered with it. So I want to
Yeah.
like what is 11's story? What is the story of like the brand, the name, and yeah, all that kind of stuff.
So the way I came up with 11 was my line number is 11, and
Mm.
so I really took a liking to the number 11, and I think everything in life happens for a reason. So me being an 11, I really dug deep into the number, and at the point in time when I was going through my process and I pledged 11 and looking into 11, I found that 11 means to resonate.
Mm-hmm.
It's like two ones coming together and resonating with each other. And so I felt that through 11, I was resonating with my true passion in life. And so I wanted to take that passion that I felt looking at 11 and combine that with a brand. And so I wanted to try and help other people do the same. That's why I dropped the motivational quotes. That's why I got the I'm like that shirts, built different, dripping melanin, respect my melanin. It's just things that I feel like, and for me personally, you can tell I'm a black man. I wanted to have people respect my melanin. I wanted to embrace my melanin, have dripping melanin shirts, so you know that I am embracing my own culture and things of that nature. So yeah, that's how I came up with the name. And to break it down, 11 stands for I, 11 resonate with my passion, anything that I want for myself in life, EVN, even through adversity.
Even through adversity. Wow. Okay. I didn't even catch that. That's actually really dope. That's actually mad cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to comment on that, but you kind of said everything, man. Damn. So I want to say, does the name? Oh no, I said that. How many people are involved in 11? Like, is it just you? Like, you got staff, you got people out there working behind the scenes.
No, it's just me. I mean, I can throw in my kids and my wife because they help support me, and they sometimes do more work than I do for the brand. But yeah, for the most part, it's just me. I make all the clothing. I may outsource every now and then, but I make all the clothing, designs, graphics, everything.
Okay, so I was gonna ask that. So you do? So do you have an artist on staff, or is it just you making the art?
It's just me,
Oh.
and I struggle a lot through these designs. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah.
So do you draw them, or is it all like like how what's the process? What's the process of you making your designs for the different clothing?
It's a combination of me drawing part of it and then getting inspiration online and then trying to merge them in Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite part about running 11 right now? Like, what is what's like kind of thing that wakes you up in the morning is like I gotta keep doing this.
It's me being able to inspire others. I know when I first started, people were like, I've never seen shirts with black anime characters on them. I was like, well, dang, that's crazy because that's really part of what I wanted to do is just give more exposure to these characters that nobody talks about. The only character people really talk about that they consider black is Piccolo, and he's not even really black, you know? So I wanted to give them more exposure. And also, the reach to the anime community because before this, like I knew certain people who like anime, talked to them a lot about it, but I didn't know I could tap into this whole community where people would actively have conversations because I can't have these conversations with my wife. She doesn't really watch anime, so I'll tap into the community when something comes out or when the last episode of Ranking of the Kings dropped. It was like, I was able to go on Twitter. I was able to listen into other people's insights on that last episode instead of sitting here thinking to myself, I wonder how this went and who has ideas about this part of the episode and things in that nature.
So I mean, like talking about the community, how do you think like how do you think the community's received you, and like how much more I guess do you want to be active in the community?
I don't know how the community has really received me. I'm fresh into the Twitter community.
Mm-hmm.
I know on TikTok, there are a lot of people that support me. So yeah, I think they really took me into the community. I guess so. I still think I got a lot of work to do. So yeah.
I mean, Twitter's a battlefield, man. Twitter. I think. I still think as someone who's like really trying to get started on Instagram with Black Anime like that, we have been ignoring it for a while, but trying to really get back to it. I feel like Instagram's still harder than Twitter. I feel like Twitter, it's like either we mess with you or you don't. Like that's it. Like you say one thing wrong, that's it. You're cut off. Like you gotta be on your P's and Q's on Twitter. But like Instagram and all of that, like it's a little bit difficult. You gotta be we gotta be doing the reels, gotta be doing all the video stuff, man. And even though I do this, I'm not the video kind of dude, man. I be trying to pawn it off from like my other Black Anime members, but they be like, oh no, I'm busy. I'm like, come on now, y'all can't just pump a video out for me. Like, well, I can't just pump one. So yeah, no, that's great. I think pushing more on like Instagram, like TikTok and all that's probably gonna do more for you than Twitter. I love Twitter though, but Twitter got favorites. So I don't be messing with it like that. Yeah. But what are your goals for 11? What are your goals for that? Like how high do you want to reach with it?
As high as I can go. I want to be able to be one of those well-known brands. I want to be better than Hypeland at some point. You know, and just get to the level to where people recognize what I'm trying to do, but I'm not just making anime clothes, you feel me? Like I want to make different communities within our company to be able to help support other people and really tap into the minority community specifically, just to help our people who want to grow up in this space, you know?
Okay. I mean, I think with a lot of like brands like that, you kind of run into like the issue where you don't want to copy. Like you got to make your own flow. You got to make your own thing. So what do you think that you do that makes 11 fit amongst like other anime brands, and like what makes it, you know, different and unique? Like what makes it special?
I would say as far as fitting in with the other anime brands, we'll try. Well, I do my best try and keep up with the latest anime drops and try and get something out that I feel like would be appropriate for our brand, but that isn't a complete like copy of somebody else is doing. Like the Boji shirts, like I was like, that really hit my soul when I was watching Boji, and I was like, okay, I really feel like I got a unique path to release this item, and it's something that I really believe in. Him being a giant but small, and then putting him on a Biggie Smalls album cover, that connection really hit me. So I was like, yeah, let me do it that way. And that's what makes us unique, is that I feel like I think differently in trying to get these items released, instead of just, oh, let me get this character, throw them on a shirt with their name, and that's it.
And so I mean, talking about like Regular King, something like that. What do you think? What do you think? What's good, AM Plus family? What do you think is like the most overrated character that's used in anime clothing today? I mean, I got my opinion. I know who it is, but I mean, what you think?
Let me see. Most overrated used.
Most overused in this day and age.
I wanted to go Goku, because they just throw Goku on anything. They say anime, Goku's gonna be on there. But let me see. Between Goku and the Akatsuki Cloud, those two are everywhere.
That is true, man. I was talking about, I wanted to get like I was about getting a new bonnet or something like that. And man, I was like, do not send me anybody that does Akatsuki Clouds. I don't want that. I don't want that. Like give me somebody who doing something different. Give me somebody who really putting on. I mean, sheesh. Like, We got Afro Samurai right there. I'll be okay if y'all overuse Afro Samurai, that nigga right there. But like, man, I think, come on now. But but that's why I appreciate when brands really go outside the box and do shows that, like, you know, you don't usually see merch for. Like, I mean, like Ranking the Kings, and you've done a few smashes. We have like Hunter x Hunter and Bleach. And even though Bleach does get merch, people be hoeing Bleach. Bleach be getting hoed.
Yeah.
Bleach be getting hoed, man. So I think it's dope that I mean you're not hoeing Bleach like the rest of them. You know what I'm saying, man? It's part of Big Three that deserves love. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, man. But I want to talk about one thing. You said on your About Us page, you talk about wanting your brand to represent more than just clothing, right? And it says that we seek to represent progression, change, forward thinking, and positivity. And how do you think you achieve those aspirations through your company?
I would say through like the daily quotes, and I'll drop something like this, the I'm Like That shirt, the Built Different. Like, I just want people to believe in themselves. Like, you see a quote, I forget which quote Piccolo said, but there are really deep quotes in the anime space to where you think you wouldn't believe this character said that. When you go back and you look, they actually said that. You can take that and apply it to your life, and then try and grow into be the person that you want to be, the best person that you want to be. And I want to let you know that you can actually do that.
Okay. What anime do you think really resonated with you and kind of like pushed you to be your best self? And if you say Naruto, I don't know, man. I might have to end the pod.
Nah, I can't say Naruto because Naruto, though he was like, oh, I want to do it, and against all odds, but it wasn't really against all the odds. Like, he was the chosen. He's a ninja Jesus. He can't even. He can't say that. Oh, his life wasn't already planned out. Like, first of all, he was the son of the Hokage, and then his mom was an Uzumaki, so he already had more chakra than everybody else. Then he had a tailed beast. Like, there shouldn't be any reason he should have struggled. That is
true. He was he kind of was a little OP from the beginning, even though he ain't know he was OP. He was OP without knowing he was OP.
Yeah, and so I would say recently, Ranking of the Kings taught me to be a kinder person, you know, because Boji, he's the complete opposite. He had all his power stripped. Though he had all his power stripped, he still sought to be the best person he can be for everyone around him, no matter what. I was like, dang. Like, there are points in time where I don't feel like I'm the best person, but if he can do that, then I can do the same. If I put on his shirt, I can be like, I'm not going to walk around and do anything malicious towards anyone else when we're supposed to be helping each other grow as a community. No matter what you look like, no matter how you are, you help those around you and you inspire them to help other people as well.
Okay, I mess with that. I think. I mean, we keep going back Ranking the Kings. It's an amazing anime, and it's an amazing anime. And I think. I mean, I feel like with those lesser known characters, those ones that people don't know as much. I mean, lesser known is still like, you know, abstract because they still be popular, but you just don't see the clothes and the merch for them like you see for everybody else. But like a lot of them do have that. They still have those same themes, and they still have, but they approach them different ways. So like, you know, with, like we said, like Ranking the Kings, like approaching that way of, you know, fighting adversity and still achieving no matter the odds, no matter who against you, you still going crazy with it. And I think Ranking the Kings, you know, it encapsulates that. But I mean, there's so many other ones that do as well. So I mean, it's always nice to see people put on for like the ones that, and they're not the ones that they're talked about, but we don't be seeing people put the merch on. Cause man, this is a few anime that's come out a few seasons. I'm like, where the merch at? Like, did you on fire? Like, where the merch at? Like, come on, man. I would pay bread for it. I'll be putting out a mortgage for it. Like, come on now.
This man said a mortgage.
I'll put a mortgage down for it if this shit hot. What up, Dark Sage? What up? I'll put a mortgage down for it if it's hot, man. So yeah, no, I mean, but you talk about recently. What's like legacy, man? Like what's that anime that you feel like carries over for you, man?
What do you mean by
carries over? Like for me, my favorite anime of all time is Trigun. And I got a little from it touches my heart a little bit. There's parts of it that really resonate with me. What's that one of this? Because we said like Ranking the Kings talking about I forgot my question now. Bringing the Canes, talk about that. But what's that older one? Everybody got a nostalgia pick. Even if you started watching anime 3 years ago, there's that one anime 3 years ago that was like, yeah, that's the one that really put me on the map for it. So
Yeah, well, the anime that got me into anime was Dragon Ball Z, but Digimon. Like after school, I came in, I was like, what is this? It's not Pokemon, but it's better, you know? And so I really got into Digimon that way, and then them bonding with other people to grow and save the world, like I thought that was cool. But one anime that I really like resonated with, it wasn't recently, it was like I think close to like 8 years ago, but it was Fate. It was Fate Stay Night Ultimate Blade Works.
Unlimited budget works. Unlimited budget works. I hear you.
Yeah. Oh, you call it unlimited budget works?
You see that animation? That's unlimited. I don't know where they got the money for that shit, man.
Oh yeah. That animation. That's what really hot take. I feel like because they're doing Demon Slayer, Ufotable, I feel like they are carrying it in a sense, because if the animation
don't say that too loud now.
Be the top anime that it is, which isn't a bad thing, because it's part of the animation. Like if you can get Tom Brady to be your quarterback and he takes you to the Super Bowl, are you gonna be like, you can't fault the team for getting Tom Brady to be your quarterback? And that's the same thing in this situation.
You know what? I don't know, man. This is such a controversial. I've had this discussion about 3 times. It's such a controversial discussion. I don't disagree with you. I know a lot of people online that like, well, no, like you can't just say the animation's good. Nah, I mean, it's a part. At the end of the day, it's like cinema. It's like cinematography of the filmmaking for a live action show, right? Like if the direction and everything is really good, you're gonna be like, the direction, everything's really good. Like you gonna know, you can't not notice it. It's a part of the show at the end of the day. So like talking about Demon Slayer, I mean, if the animation that hot, which it is, are we not allowed to notice? I'm supposed to ignore it? I'm supposed to be like, oh, close my eyes to it? Like it's a part of it. And I mean, if somebody feels that that's the strongest part of it, like, you think the story's cool, you think the character's cool, but you just love watching them. Now I feel like you can say that. I feel like you can say that. You know what? I feel like you can say that. I feel like that should not be controversial. All right.
Yeah, my big issue with it though is because I read the manga and I read all the way through, and I just hated how it ended. And I feel like the story does not deserve Ufotable to carry them to this terrible. I hope that they change it. I really do.
Hey, for me, I've heard I haven't read the manga, but I don't really care about spoilers. So I've heard about it. I know what happens, and all I know is that it's very debatable. I've heard people say, I actually really like it, and other people say, nah, this is one of the worst endings I've ever seen. And so I mean, hey, I don't think they're gonna change it. I doubt they change it just because the manga is so popular. I doubt they change it. But hey, man, if as long as it doesn't pull a Promised Neverland season 2, I don't really care what happens. I mean, as long as it doesn't pull that, I think even if it ends bad, I'll be like, you know what, whatever. I'm cool with it. Like I ain't gonna hate on it. You know what I'm saying? So, so I want to ask, what has been your favorite design that you've done?
I want to say the Boji one, only because I felt like I was thinking out of the box with that one. That one, it's between that one and I did a Goku Itachi crossover design where he's riding in a Koski cloud instead of the Nimbus, and I really like that one. Like that one went crazy.
Okay. I mess with both of those. I mean, again, I'm not the biggest shonen dude. I mean, that's not me. If it's somebody else on here, they be like, but that's not me. But nah, I've seen both of them, and again, I'm mad the video's not working on OBS because OBS hates me some days. But nah, I mean, you got a lot of good things. I really like the Gojo shirt. The Gojo shirt is mad tough. The Gojo
that
shirt
one
is tough.
Too. I got a sweater, a hoodie over here. I'm waiting to go see the movie. I still haven't seen this movie, but yeah, I'm waiting to go see it. Yeah,
JJK0 some heat. I mean, I would definitely wear that. Man, definitely wear that to the movie. You probably might get some sales right off the top. I mean, see, if you was there weekend number 1, you might have got some sales right off the top. I'm telling you right now, man, that Gojo shirt is different. I really wish I could show y'all. But that Gojo shirt is different. Yeah, I was feeling it. I was like, damn, because when I first saw it, I was like, you know, because a lot of people do the eyes thing, and it's from Hunter x Hunter. It's dang, I'm forgetting his name right now. It's Killua. Yeah, because I have one from Hypeland that did that. So I just saw it, but then I clicked on it. I didn't see the words under it, all that, and I was like, oh, nah, this is different. This is different. I might need to get me 2 of these. But let's see. Do I have any of my dang? God, we didn't got through all my general questions.
I got this one right here. This is the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it'll be found the strongest there is after all. Let's go. That man Gojo goated. I don't care what anybody says.
I heard he did some very suspect things in this last movie. Some racially charged attacks.
Oh, you know what I mean? There's a little racism in the movie. There's a little racism. I'm gonna be real. The way you know what I mean? There's one part when he gets to the end where he's beating this one black man, and I was watching it with my girl and my boy. We was chilling, and I was like, this feels very racist, cause Gojo too strong to be doing it. I feel like Gojo could have been done in like 2 seconds. Like, Gojo, you're not like weak, and even like the past self is still one of the strongest sources to ever exist. And it's like, but you stayed. You stayed. You 18-piece this man, and you stayed, knowing that, you know what, I don't want to spoil it for you or anybody, but I was side eyeing that man the whole time. I was like, and he a little too pale. I was like, It's not tasting right going down. I don't know, man.
Oh man.
But JJK0 is a good movie. We have a review for that coming out. We have a review for that coming out on Wednesday.
Okay.
But let's move on to some personal questions, right? So we already kind of talked about what got you into anime, and did you say your favorite anime? You said you watched Digimon. You didn't say your favorite. What's your number one?
I mean, Digimon is my favorite. Like, anything Digimon related, I'm watching.
So are you watching Digimon Ghost Game right now?
I just don't have time with the brand. I watched like the first 3 episodes, and being that it's not like translating into English yet, like I have to watch the sub. Like, I don't have time to be sitting here looking at the words and then trying to make shirts and all these designs and stuff. It was impossible.
I'm surprised you ain't got no Digimon. I'm surprised you ain't got no Digimon joints on your website there, man.
Yeah, that's like one of the things I'm scared to do, because I also have a respect for Digimon. I don't want to just like make something and put it out if I don't feel like it's the greatest thing I could have put out. Like, I made this thing right here. It was like etched into it's War Greymon etched into this little metal plate right here, but I still feel like I wouldn't want to release this.
That's kind of hard. That's kind of hard though. I'm not the biggest Digimon fan. I've watched. I'm not the biggest. But even I might have to pause and be like, might need that on my wall or something. Like, I don't know, man. That's a good design right there. That's a good design.
Appreciate it.
So that's your number one favorite. Do you have like any other nerd interests you say outside of anime, like comics? I don't know, space. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, yeah. I'm into Marvel, DC, regular comics. I'm not big into comics. I don't really watch comics. I listen to other people talk about the comics and let me know what's going on, because I don't really got time. Can't read manga, comics, and watch anime. I wouldn't even be here if I was doing that all day. So yeah. But I do. I'm a big Power Rangers fan. So Digimon and Power Rangers, I've seen damn near everything.
So do you watch the other like tokusatsu shows or whatever they're called? They have like other ones that are like, because like Power Rangers I think was like the Americanized version of like that genre.
The Super Sentai. Yeah, like the Kamen Rider and all that. No, I don't really watch those. Like, I'm strictly Power Rangers. If it's not Power Rangers, I can't really get into it. Just because it looks a little goofy. Even Power Rangers at times looks goofy. So I'm like, dang, I don't even know if I can keep watching this.
That is true, but the Power Rangers was throwing hands though. They was throwing hands to monsters, robots, all that. They was, I don't know, man. I still think like the explosions and shit. That shit was hilarious. They'd be like, I just be falling right. That shit was funny as hell.
Unnecessary explosions.
Unnecessary, but also very necessary. I'm gonna be real. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, it fit the tone. It fit the tone of the show.
Yeah.
Now, the true last question I have, but I'm trying to think if I can think of some other things. If there was one brand you could collab with, who would they be?
If it's anyone in the world and they like, here's a contract, this is a collaboration, we putting you front and center, it has to be Nike.
Nike? Oh,
yeah. I need some anime leggings. I need a dry fit hoodie with the straps. Maybe some what is it? The base layer.
The thermals. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Get me like a football towel to hang off with like dojo on it. Yeah. You know what? Matter of fact, you just gave me about 6-7 more ideas I could do. let me go ahead and write this down.
You about to start the athletic wear side of Hey man, do it, man. You get some shorts, I'll wear them. Sheesh. I'm always looking for more athletic gear to put on, man. Talking about I literally just thought it was a question, and I'm like forgetting now. The one brand you could collab with, who would they be? And I was gonna say, okay though. Is there a anime or a character that you want to, besides Digimon, that you want to make a design for, but haven't yet?
The Shomaru.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This man is the drippiest anime character in existence, and I need to do him justice. I just don't know how. Because there's so many angles you can take on his character, but I don't want to miss an element. Like a lot of people, they do the robe and it has the little pattern, but it don't got the fur joint. So I want the fur joint on it too, but it's like that's gonna be too much. So I got to put my thoughts together. But I really think he deserves to have his own collection.
Man, if you could get like a fur jacket with the Somaru, like the red or something like that, and then I could think of a few things, but I can think of a few things, but also talking about the drippiest characters, right? Like, you know, everybody say JoJo's got the drippiest characters, that Bleach got the drippiest covers that don't exist as covers. Who's your top 5 drippiest characters in the anime that you've seen? Even if you haven't watched the anime, you've seen a clip of it or something.
I would say Sesshomaru number 1. Yusuke Urameshi. 3. Not gonna lie, Sasuke's little fit in Shippuden, the purple joint with the big knot on the back. That was pretty fire. It was different, you know. Damn, drippiest characters. I feel like there's so many of them. I'm gonna stay with those 3, and we may have to revisit that question because I gotta think of a couple.
Gotta get your thoughts together.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I mean, I think we've done episodes on drippiest characters and stuff like that. So I mean, we always end up bringing up JoJo, something like that. JoJo's has had Gucci collabs. I think One Piece has too.
I don't watch JoJo. I went through like the first couple episodes and I couldn't do it.
Like
it wasn't for me.
I'm gonna say the first part, even though I like the first part, which many people would say is blasphemous. I would say the second part and like the third ones, but I'm not gonna promote part skipping. Okay, I'm not gonna promote that because if I do, people can get mad at me. So I would not promote part skipping. All right, but I will say Joseph Joestar. I like what Joseph Joestar wears. I think you have to really get to the later seasons to like really see them really dripped out. Like you gotta get to like not Josuke, Giorno and all of them. That's when they start really wearing that Gucci drip, that Louis Vuitton. That's when they start wearing that stuff. That those brands you ain't never even heard of that rich people wearing. You be like, where the hell they get that from? You know what I mean? It's not for you. That's why it's not marketed to you. You're not in that bracket.
Yeah, see, I feel that. Especially I feel like that is appropriate since I saw a snippet of one of the outros. It was it Genuine? So
yeah.
Anxious?
Oh yeah.
Like that. It was like they have to have like I can believe that they have the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton, and all that. They dropped that in the outro. Like, that's a little different.
that man of Rocky, the mangaka, that man loved black culture, dog. He actually, I think he had an interview where he talked about how much he liked hip hop and everything. And that just tells you that black culture runs the world. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
It does. Indeed.
Oh my gosh, I keep like we talking, we having a good conversation, and I'm like, I want to ask a question, I forget it. What was I about to say? Jesus, I can't remember the question I was going to say. Did you think of 2 more drippy characters yet or no?
No. Let me see. I'm gonna run through a list through my head. Oh, Trunks for sure.
Okay.
Future Trunks, not Kid Trunks. Future Trunks.
Future Trunks.
When he came from the future, the little purple
with the sword on the back. With the sword on the back.
With the sword on the back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think Future Trunks got some drip. I ain't gonna lie off of that. I think he be hitting it crazy.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know, man.
You don't know? I mean, hey, man, that's still a solid list. Those 4 are still a solid list. Most people don't, man. Well, getting through all the drippiest characters would take a minute. There's a few other ones that's a little underrated that I can't even think of right now, but I know for a fact that I've seen. But yeah. I don't know if I asked this question. Did I ask what has been your favorite part of running I11? Did I ask that question?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Dang, man, we got through these questions quick.
Yeah. I would say I don't think I spoke about just having the ability to see something and try and make it. Like,
well, yeah,
I feel like I'm a creative in a sense, and so having the ability to, I see this, let me try and put some ideas together, and then having the ability to actually bring it to life. Like, that's one of my favorite parts. It's just like, dang, I really can make stuff instead of just, this is just an idea.
Okay, that's real. That's real. I mean, I think for a lot of people, they wish they could have that ability. I mean, whether it's money, creative talent, whatever, some holding some big back, it's like it's hard. But nah, that's mad dope. So are you still in Florida?
Yeah.
You still in Florida? So have you been to like different conventions and stuff like that to sell your stuff? And like, how did that go? Oh, if you did, you haven't.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Because the whole COVID thing, it was just we're trying to stay safe last year, and then by the time I really like thought about doing it again, everything was sold out.
Are you gonna try to do something this year?
Yeah, so we got accepted into DreamCon. We're trying to get things set up for that one. So yeah, hopefully things work out. We are there. We can get stuff out to everyone who has shown support and is going to be there.
Okay. We're gonna be out there too, so we're gonna be doing our thing too. So I'm with it. So you talk about I asked about your goals, but like, is this stuff like specific? Like, do you want to open a storefront? Do when you pop up, is your goal to always be online? We touched on it, but we didn't really go into it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do a storefront only because I don't know of a space where I would want to set up yet. So for now, like eventually, I guess that would be a good option, but I see us strictly online, maybe pop-up shops here and there, hit conventions, hit different just storefronts, do collabs with people and things of that nature. But as far as like an actual like storefront for ourselves, I don't know. Mainly because it's a lot of maintenance, you know, like you gotta pay for the storefront, electricity, all that. Like, I wouldn't want to do that if it's not really gonna pay off, unless I set up in like near Orlando, the tourist area where I know it's gonna be constant traffic. But if I'm just in a mall, I don't know that it'll be worth it, you know.
Oh no, I feel that. I mean, I was what was I about to say? I was in like in PacSun or not PacSun. What store was I in? Anyway, and I saw like Hypeland stuff in there. So like they sell their stuff through like it'll be on PacSun. I keep thinking it's PacSun's website and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I said that. I was like, is that like a goal to like, man, be have stuff outside of, because I feel like PacSun, Tilly's, all that. That's where people get. That's where people get their anime stuff. Like I mean, even though we had like everybody has like their personal favorite brand. Not everybody, but most people have their personal favorite brand. Once you get your stuff and like PacSun. Once I walk into PacSun and I see a Drippin' and Melons shirt there, I'm like, oh, they made it. They made it. Damn, they really made it. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel that.
Yeah.
I just I may want to be a little more exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I understand wanting to be in PacSun, but I feel like that's just another step to like just mass producing stuff
Mm-hmm.
that I don't know will it'd just be more commercial service. Like you getting some out. Like when artists put out songs just for the radio, that's what I feel like. You putting out something just for PacSun instead of just having like a pure brand to where, okay, this is a unique item. I'm releasing it. You get the item, but it's through us, not just a general item. It's like, okay, I know he made this for this specific purpose.
All right, so hot take. What do you think about brands that do that then? Do you think that they selling out? Do you think that they selling out? Or do you think they just making their bread?
No, I mean they can do whatever they want with their brand. I mean, they can sell however many and they can make all the money that they want to. It's just the path that they chose. And for their brand, it probably fits what their brand is doing. They probably strictly sell clothes. But for me, I want to be more than just selling clothes. Like I said before, like we dropping these quotes. Like I want to be like an exclusive anime Nike, if that makes sense. Like we'll make, like, you know how Nike, they'll drop a quote every now and then. They'll make like unique specific clothing and then they'll do a collab where it's like, oh, you can only get like 500 of these. Like I want to get to that level.
Okay. So is it just, so as a streetwear brand, are you just going to do clothing? Like whenever see posters or anything like that? Like it'll just be, we talking clothing. That's it.
For now.
Okay.
If I can, because I don't know, it has to get to a point where I believe I can make more than just clothes. Because I didn't even think I could do this at first. You asked my wife. It took me the longest to be like, okay, I can actually make clothing that I actually sell. I always thought, because I'm a graphic designer, I always thought, I can make the marketing for it. You know, I can do everything else, but as far as making my own brand and selling stuff, I had no type of confidence in doing that.
How do you, so like if you talk to people who are thinking about starting a brand or thinking about starting something like that, what do you think you would say to them? You know what I mean? Especially since how you talked about how it was hard for you to get the confidence to do it. What about for other people who feel like it's like you? Like what would be your advice? And also, how do you think you pushed yourself, or what pushed you to really get into it?
My advice would be just do it. Just throw your ideas out there. Somebody might like it, somebody might not, but you will get the feedback and then you'll grow with that feedback. And plan down to the lowest level. Is get everything in order as you're doing it. Like sometimes you have to take a risk to get some of the variables in order, but like once you have some type of traction of where you want to go, how you want to do it, start planning. And don't stop planning until you know this is going to get done, and then continue planning on stuff you want to do in the future.
Okay. I mean, hey, I think people underrate the planning aspect, because honestly, like if you don't have a plan, you don't, like the first thing you ask when you walk into like a office, my dad, they're like, what's your business plan? What's your 5-10 year? What is your goal? What are you trying to get to? And a lot of people, I mean, it's good to just jump up and start it and get ready, but you also gotta think like, what's the next steps? What's the next steps? Like, what if it do pop off? What if it do pop off? You're gonna be out of water. You're gonna be like, damn, nigga, I ain't think I only made 10 shirts, bro. I ain't think people was really gonna fuck with it like that. Like, you know what I mean? How you gonna see yourself? How you gonna plan for years to come and all that? So it's really important to plan ahead and
to really get in there.
Really
that reminds me of like a time where when we first started, like I dropped the Respect My Mountain shirts and I didn't think nothing of it. And when I first dropped it, shared it with family and friends all on Instagram, ain't really get no traction. I came back, I did a little bit of Facebook ads to get it to like other people, and it blew up. But I was stuck because I didn't notice I had the quantity on the site set to like 99 for every shirt. So those shirts are like flying off the board. We were like backed up for a solid 2 months. I'm in there, and mind you, it's not like the setup I have now. I got like multiple heat presses. I get the transfer and press it on the shirt. I was in an apartment kitchen, like dining table area, on one of the tables with a Cricut heat press. I don't even know if you know what that looks like, but it's not even like an official heat press. It's like something you have to press down yourself. I'm over there literally ironing on the design onto shirts, doing the sleeve tags for multiple shirts, trying to get them out. And it's just like, I didn't plan. That's what I'm stressing. You gotta know if something, like you said, if it blows up, have a plan as to how you want to do it and how you're gonna get everything done, or else you're gonna be sitting here SOL, halfway drowning.
When you got 100, you got 100 shirts sold, but you only got 10 shirts behind you.
Yeah. Or you have no means. You can have the shirts, but it's just like getting it done. Even like packing and stuff. Like if you don't got no time to pack all these clothes, like who's gonna do it? Like
Oh no, I feel that. So let's talk about like hot pressing. About that, is it? What's the? Is there a higher quality? You want to get the quilt? You trying to get the what's it called? Stitching? You trying to get stitch on design? Something like that? We trying to get official?
Yeah. So I'm actually looking into that right now. If you follow my TikTok, you'll notice I'm trying to expand on the Goku Itachi collab. So I took that design, simplified it. I'm gonna make that a patch. I'm also trying to get some embroidered tops. I'm getting some boxing shorts. I'm getting all over print sweatpants, and it's jackets and all that. So I want to build on that collection. So we're doing embroidery, we're doing stitching. Like that's all going to be custom. And I'm super excited about that. So yeah, this is the first time I'm actually, like, I tried it with these hats. These are embroidered dripping melon hats, but that was just like a one-time thing. And to be honest, these didn't really do well. So I was just like, well, let me stick to doing t-shirts and stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be doing t-shirts for the rest of the brand's career. Like I want to be an actual brand to where, okay, you already know he took his time, picked this specific fabric, and knows that it's going to be a high quality fabric that'll last. It's soft, comfortable, and he wants to do the best for his customers instead of just, let me go get a couple t-shirts from down the street, slap some designs on it with HTV, and then sell it to people.
Okay, I mean that kind of speaks to a lot, wanting to, grow. So that actually makes me think. So you said you feel like the hats ain't so well. What do you think? It's kind of like a loaded question. What do you think? What do you think the public wants from like anime brands, stuff like that? What do you think?
Girl, I honestly don't know, because every day I come in like, okay, I'm gonna drop this shirt, right? And they're gonna be like, okay, we want more of these shirts, and then I have it set up. Okay, we can do this many shirts, and then I drop it, and I don't get any traction. And I don't know if it's I'm not showing it to the right people, but then I'll come back and I'll drop something that I was like, okay, this is just a throwaway design I thought of, and let me see if they like it, and that one will explode. So you never really know what people want until you show them. And so
do you care what people want? I mean, of course, everyone wants sales. Everyone wants to sell. So I'm not. So you get what I'm saying. Like, is it like, do you care what people want, or is it like you just sitting there like, I want to get to the point where I can drop any motherfucking thing and I know people gonna sell it, so I can so you can like, yo, this is an anime I watched. And I know I haven't seen anybody online talk about you searching on Twitter, ain't nobody mention it. But you know what? I dropped this. I know the bitch gonna sell. And so is that where we try? Is that like what you want to get to, where you feel like you so like in the culture that you can just drop some shit and people like, I've never heard of this, but 11 dropped it, so I gotta be on it.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be bad to be there, like if I just drop, let me say I dropped the pencil with say Anime 11 brand across, and people go crazy for it. Like that would be dope. But at the end of the day, I still want to make unique items where it's like, oh, I know for a fact 11 brand is the only person who's going to release something like this, because he really did his due diligence, looked into like the the boxing shorts. I really think those might be the game changer, mainly because I'm doing my due diligence, looking it up, and it's a specific look I want ready for the summer that a blow up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking my time, creating this design, putting pieces together.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. I mean, so talking about like streetwear brands and like that, the streetwear brands have kind of been blowing up the past few years, especially even like on like fashion shows and something like that. You gonna set up like you gonna try to set up for 11 to be in a fashion show sometime?
Shoot, if I can, I will. That's a dope idea. I actually had an idea to do a small business fashion show where we take small brands, we come together, get some models, we walk the strip, but we're also selling the clothes on the side. So yeah, that was an idea. But as far as like Paris Fashion Week and something like that, I don't think we're ready. But one day, yeah, hopefully we can get a unique item on there. It ain't even got to be nothing. Give me a sock.
Give me a
I'll
sock.
get a sock on fashion. Yeah.
Yo, have her put my I11 socks on. 11 socks on, man. I'm gonna talk about that for the next 6 months. Promise you that. But you know, I don't really have that many questions. We're getting up on the hour. So I only want to ask you, is there anything that you want to say to the people that are listening? Because this gonna go on our podcast too. People listening. We don't got a lot of people watching, but people are gonna watch afterwards. We get views later on. So like, what do you want to say to the people about your brand, and anything like that yet?
Like I said earlier, we're Black-owned anime clothing brand who seeks to motivate others to be the best that they can be at everything that they want to do. So if you believe in that, feel free to support. You can find us on all social media at 11 Brand. That's I11 or I11evn Brand on everything. I just almost butchered that. That was crazy.
Also, all links are in the description for the podcast and for the YouTube page. So you can definitely just click down there and find out their site and see what they got. I mean, I think 11 has some of my favorite stuff that I've seen from a lot of brands. I feel like some brands, besides copying from each other, but like some brands, they don't really do a lot of unique things. So it's kind of cool seeing that brands that do it from time to time. So yeah, no, I mess with it. I mess with I11. So I keep wanting to say I11. I see the I see 11. I'm like, it's 11. But 11, dope name. I really enjoyed talking to you, man. Really enjoyed having you on here. Yeah, I don't got no more questions. I feel like I asked a lot of questions today. I gave you like 10, 12. I feel like I asked like 20. I feel like I asked a lot.
Yeah, there were a couple questions that had questions underneath that question, but it's cool though. It built for good conversation. So
yeah, so we about to end it out here. Want to let y'all know, please, people who made it this far, on YouTube or on the podcast, well, on YouTube, please subscribe. Please like the video. Please share with your friends. All that. For if you're on the pod, you can't really like videos, but share it with your friends. You know what I mean? Share it with your friends. Leave us a comment. Let us know, man. We can't make better content for you unless you tell us how we're doing. So this not even gonna be in the podcast another week, so whatever. But you listen to it now. I appreciate you. We love you. You know, us here at Blxxk Anime, we love all the people who come and listen and check us out and do that. So we love you. Appreciate you, Marcus, for coming on, man. You know, we're gonna make sure to keep pubbing you and keep pushing you as much as we can, you know what I mean, no matter how big we get. So yeah, that's it. That's the pod today. And that's the pod and the interview today. And yeah, we will definitely check all y'all on the next one. So peace.